As I got closer, I realized why nobody was sitting next to this person. You see, sitting quietly by himself was a 19-year-old young man. He had just gotten back from the war in Iraq, and his vehicle had been bombed, and he was severely burned from head to toe. His face was completely disfigured. All you could make out were his eyeballs. The rest of his face was nothing. His fingers had been burned to stumps. His arms and legs were completely wrapped because his whole body was burned. He was sitting quietly by himself, traveling on the plane back and forth from his home in Ohio to the medical center in San Antonio, Texas, where I live. That's where all the soldiers get their burn rehabbed. And he happened to be on my plane. And the first thought I had when I saw this man was, I ain't taking a nap today. I'm sitting right next to this guy. Because I just wanted to tell him thanks. War is a complicated thing. But I was just so thankful that this young man was serving our country, putting his life on the line, and protecting the freedoms we so enjoy. And I just wanted to tell him thanks. And I think he really appreciated that. And we struck up a conversation and we were talking the whole time. After a while, I felt like I knew him well enough to ask him a question. And it was a difficult question. I had to get up a lot of guts. And I turned to him. I says, buddy, are you sad? Are you sad you can't run and swim and play and do all the things you used to do? And are you sad that everybody looks at you funny all the time? I'll never forget what he said. He shot right back. He says, no way! I'm so thankful to be alive. And I'm so thankful for my family that loves me. I was blown away by his awesome attitude. How easily could he have said at 19 years old, yeah, my life is terrible. He didn't say that at all. He was so thankful for what he had and showed him what little he could do. I wonder how intense that young man would be today if he had full use of his arms and legs and could race an Olympian in just 125, one more time. You think he'd be intense? You think he'd leave it all in the pool? You think he'd have a smile on his face when he got out? I think so. You think he'd mind helping out around the house a little bit? Trying to make the world a little better place? I don't think so. I'll never complain about 6 a.m. practice ever again. I'll never complain about putting my remote control down and helping my family out. I am so thankful for what I've got that I want to let it show in everything I do. If you're lacking motivation, if you're struggling to push through the pain barriers in your homework and you're swimming and treating your family right, you need to take a step back and you need to realize how blessed you are, how wonderfully gifted you are, and that we live in the greatest generation in the history of the planet. And that motivation, that attitude of gratitude will well up inside you the ability to push through and become great. You want to focus your life and be great. That's how you make it fun. That's how you do it. Have the attitude of gratitude. It'll change your life, I guarantee you.